Lord hears the cry of His children. Every time we call out Abba, He hears us. Calling out to you, oh Abba, I belong to you. Oh Abba, and Abba, I belong to you. Oh Abba.
Hello, community class. Hope you guys have been doing good and the week has been kind. Well, tonight we come together again for our Wednesday service at 8:30 p.m. and it's going to be a really great time of friendship and getting to know God a little bit more. So if you're new with us, you've been here consistently, or it's been a while since you've been around, we want to welcome every single one of you. Now tonight we're going to do something special. We want to take some time to pray with people as well. So if you've got any prayer requests, we want to pray with you. In a moment's time, I'm going to drop a message where it will say Community Plus Prayers, and please drop us your prayer requests and the community is going to come around to pray. And as well as tonight, we're going to take some time right after worship. We're going to take some time to pray for one another and to pray for the different requests, and we believe that God is going to speak with us and give us fresh insights to our situation. See you guys tonight.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Community Plus. This is actually the first week that we're actually having a live audience, okay? Whoa, okay, so anyway, you can't see, but from where I'm seeing, it's a whole lot of people, more than I usually would see on a Wednesday evening, okay? So anyway, we're so glad to have you join us this Wednesday evening, whether or not you guys are joining us on site, here on set, or whether or not you're watching with us from whatever country or whatever location here in Singapore, alright? So it's really exciting that we have people, we have friends here that later after this, we have more help to tear down the set. Just kidding. Okay, but we're actually so glad to have everybody join us today. And of course here on set also, we have some new faces joining us today. So, our usual Zoom audience, who usually joins us online from, I shall not reveal her address, it's here joining us today. So we have Faye. Woohoo! Yeah, Faye, you know, it's not Zoom, then you unmute.
Just unmute. So now she's unmuting.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you unmute?
Yeah. I think, no, I don't. I think she said hi. You
Hi.
heard, right? You
There
guys
we
heard?
go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Sunny, you look so shy here as compared to on Zoom where
Got
you're
the
always attacking
lights.
us here. Now you know how it
Got
feels.
the lights, got the, okay. Yeah, hi.
Okay, that overwhelming
I think it's part of being here in person, but also missing her
the comforts of a home.
her beautiful half.
She
Billy.
she actually looks a little bit shell-shocked. Like,
Yeah.
Where's Billy? Oh, Billy's there. There we
It's like
go.
when you're too
Alright.
used to Zoom meetings and you are not used to in-person meetings. Yeah, feels a bit weird. But good kind of weird.
Cool. That sounds like a meme. All right, okay, but anyway, of course, we have Isaac and Pastor Lit, but today we also have Pastor Norman joining us.
hey, woo!
Yeah, so
Good to be
it'll
here.
be really cool. Just now he was doing some mic tests. He gave me quite a few good liners to start off with, but I've been denied to say them right. No, because okay, forget it. Never mind. Okay, but anyway, we just want to welcome you guys again on set. We are on the topic of friends, and yeah, so we have been talking about relationships. I think the first week we talked about marriage. I think last week we talked about dating, and today we're going to be talking about friendships. And incidentally, I have my friends also on site. So so we're really looking forward to what this. I think sometimes in our first week, some of us couldn't relate to marriage, right? Like single, forever single, or maybe dating, you're like, no, not interested. But friendship is available and open to all, right? We all need friends, we all have friends, and somewhere down the road in life, we might have, had some problems with friendships. And I think, if anything, this would be a pretty relatable topic for everybody, right? So but I thought maybe as it's pretty customary that before we begin and before we really talk about it, and today I think Pastor Norman will be sharing a bit more about friendship with us, maybe we could just talk among ourselves about friends, and one of my favorite sitcoms is actually Friends. Okay, but sorry, that was totally such a break flow. But Isaac, you want to share with us about your best friend? You were telling us.
We started with
my
best friend. Oh, okay. So Pastor says, okay, we have to, right? No.
No, it's not.
I think
your best friend is someone called Sam, right?
Who?
Like Samwise Gamgee.
Lol.
Yeah. So in the beginning, you know, we're talking about the many nicknames that people give me, and here at Complas, I am the lightning rod for all their jokes. So Pastor Norman, feel free. I can absorb it. Sure. Yeah. And then I fully utilize the Zoom room. And then, yeah, but so anyway, yeah, so we thought it would be a great topic to talk about friendships as we talk about relationships, you know. We've talked about marriage, talk about dating, but friends and community are incredibly important, and we feel like, hey, friends are foundational for a lasting relationship. So as you are tuning in and you go, yeah, I'm married already lah, so this friendship title is not for me. Actually not. I think a lot of people overlook the understanding and the idea that in marriage or in relationship or girlfriend, boyfriend, friendship is such an important and core component, and I think Pastor Norman will share some insights tonight. So please invite somebody. If you go like, hey, I know somebody that needs to hear this, bring them on. But yeah, so that's why we're talking about friendships. I didn't answer your question of who's my best friend.
I was just gonna say that.
But I'm very private about that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want anyone to take my best friend away. Genuinely. No, not genuinely.
So-
I've got issues, but Pastor Norman will preach later.
You have issues with best friends.
I have issues though.
You got issues with marriage. You got issues. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
but
that's
anyway,
right, exactly. So that's why I'm here to learn and learn and learn. Add to my, since you said that,
Your
my
vision board.
vision board.
All
Right? The things I gotta learn.
Is that a picture of your best friend, the one in the back?
This last year, yeah, this is not my best friend, but
No.
this is me thinking about my best friend. There we go. And then my marriage. There we go. And then my friendships, which is very empty, as Charmaine pointed
So
out.
it
Yeah.
means that you've got no vision for it yet. Is that?
No,
what-
I am envisioning still. So at the end, once I hear all the messages, then I'll start putting them down. But we can be sure that Charmaine, I'm not too sure if you're gonna be here. But no, I'm just kidding.
You wanna start this going again, is it? Okay, but anyway, going forward, I don't even know how Isaac value added to my conversation on friends, but if anything, I think he said something pretty true, that in every relationship, I think friendship is something that is pretty key, you know, and sometimes, like, even in, I don't know, in a marriage, right, sometimes we overlook the fact that, you know, even our spouses, we ought to have, like, you know, a familial friendship relationship. It shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't lose that I don't know, that fire and that personal, you know, like as though that person, your spouse, is your best friend kind of thing, you know. But maybe we could talk a bit amongst ourselves, you know, about qualities, I don't know, you know, on friendship. You know, I think right now in my 20s, late 20s, you know, viewing friendship, and when I was much younger, I think the way I viewed friendship is also pretty different, you know, and I think we have a good different age range here, and maybe we could just ask amongst ourselves, you know, and you know, in terms of, yeah, like what we look out for a friend in this particular season of our lives, and yeah, maybe that would be helpful for us to just understand what it means to look for a friend in different seasons of life.
Yeah, and then don't look at me and say, let's start with the oldest person. Okay.
Are you older or is Pastor Norman older? Okay,
Yeah,
never
don't-
mind. So,
Okay, that is like
And Pastor Norman, officially, you have been welcomed here. Once Charmaine has insulted you,
yes.
then you are part of the tribe. So
I feel
welcome.
very loved, that's right.
Now, Charmaine, you have 50 other people to insult to welcome them.
so anyway, for those of you who are watching online, we're so glad to actually have you. We don't want to forget that you guys are joining us also. And but anyway, I didn't mean any insult. So how about we start with the youngest member, Faye? Would you like to share with us?
Youngest after you mean?
Yeah. Hey, you're younger than Isaac, right?
I don't know why every week you always has to burn on to age.
I know.
I don't know.
I don't know, Charmaine.
But speaking of age, I think for friendships, it seems to be harder to make friends when you're older. I don't know if it's a product of maybe when you're in school, there's just a captive audience around you. You're just forced to interact with people. But then when you grow older, I think you get a bit more lazy and to kind of put yourself out there, and then to get to know the whole, like, oh, you know, how you like introduce yourself. You know, you don't have the orientation, you know, thing that's like organized by the school. So I think definitely it's much harder when you're older. It's not impossible. It just takes intention. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but I totally agree with you, because I felt like at some point, like, I didn't know, there wasn't like an official milestone of transition, but I realized that, I think because before when you graduate, right, when you're still schooling and all these things, like, you're seeing your friends every other day, right? And then it's like, you know, even when I was working, my first job you're right, in the bank, like we're all like friends, like it felt like you're still school. You know, we see each other every day, we play and all this kind of stuff. But when I started working from home and then like, you know, everything became a bit more secluded, I felt that I had to put a bit more intention in meeting up with people and in, you know, and in building the friendship, you know, because I think last time maybe after school it's just like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, let's go and eat, let's go, you know, like, yeah. But then I realized as I grow older and as commitments get in the way, like I totally agree. Like it takes a lot more intention to actually keep up friends and to keep up that aspect of our lives. Yeah, but yeah, thanks Faye anyway for sharing that. Maybe we could hear from Pastor Norman. I mean, I don't know, being married, you know, in a different phase of life. I mean, what does friendship actually look like, you know, or is that, I don't know, does it dilute in terms of its importance, or yeah, give us a bit of an insight.
I have a really good answer for that, but it's part of my message, so I'll tell you later.
I see.
I just want to say that my best friend is tuning in. She's my wife, so hey, babe.
Aww.
That's right. Just want to score some points. You know what I'm saying?
All right, looks like it'll be a great evening for you. How about you, Pastor, since you're not going to be sharing today?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Of course, my wife is a great friend, but I also have a really good friend, and
Auntie
so.
Wendy's on set. Auntie Wendy's on set today. Auntie Wendy's Pastor's wife.
But I want to give a big shout out to a really, really good friend of mine who has been very, very steadfast. I've known him for 16 years. So Josh, if you can pull your brother to the screen right now, I want to give a big shout out to my really good friend, Pastor Nikki Raibodi from South Carolina, USA. Yep, and yeah, and you know, as I get older, I find like the quality and the depth of my friendship actually goes a lot deeper. And I think when we're young, you know, kind of like we got a lot of friends, you know, kind of thing. But as you get older, the circle of friends maybe narrows a little bit. But the friends that you have, kind of like, wow, really deep friendship, you know, kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm enjoying that. Of course, love my wife, and she's a great friend. Listen to me put up with all my nonsense and all. So thanks.
Cool. All right, yeah. But anyway, the people online and I don't know how we're gonna do it. I think this. Anyway, the people on set, you know, you guys can also contribute to our conversations on the YouTube section. So it's like you're watching from home, just that it's not that comfortable lah here.
Yeah, and this is one of the places where we won't tell you, hey, please don't use your phone. We'll say, hey, please use your phone. So feel free to use your phone and talk on the comments as well.
That's interesting. Thanks for always bringing out the very deviant aspect of life. Yeah. Okay. So cool. So anyway, yeah. But the people online, you know, and or you know, if you're watching at home or if you're here and you want to contribute, you know, to something like, because I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, honestly, just like 10 minutes before this, I really had no idea what to say. But come to think about it, I really am interested to envision how friendship looks like in different seasons of our lives. So yeah. But Isaac, you want to share something on that note?
Firstly, tell me once on a Wednesday night that you actually 10 minutes before the thing starts, you know what you are going to say. I don't remember a single time.
I remember about 6 weeks ago, I was very certain. I knew what I was going to say.
6 weeks ago.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Was it the week that Pastor Lip was here or not here?
It was the week that we didn't have Complas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway.
What's your question?
Can you stop breaking my flow?
No, I'm asking you what's your question.
What do you mean? I said so many important things already. Like friendship in different seasons. I asked you in your season what friendship means to you.
Okay. No. I think everyone raised up kind of great points about how friendships, you know, when we're younger, it's a lot simpler and easier, especially because you hang out with people all the time, you know. For me, my lifestyle is like I'm moving around all the time. So to find friendship with one constant person is a little bit harder, and that's where it requires a lot of intentionality. You know, then as you grow older, you kind of have to also navigate through some personal issues, right? Like biggest being trust, you know? So I'm generally a person that like, wow, I've been like, very distrusting, you know, this person right at the end of the day is going to destroy me, you know? So when it comes to friendships, I'm a little bit more guarded. But I think when you look at the Word of God, you look at the Bible, and you see, you know, our relationship with the Lord as well, He helps to heal that, He helps to give confidence in that. So I'm sure there are many people that are tuning in tonight that you go, I may not have the best experiences in friendships, I've been hurt, I've been burnt, I'm a terrible friend or whatever. We hope that as you listen in, you'll be encouraged. And you don't have to feel like, okay, I'm going to get it all done today, but I believe today will be an important step in some healing or some thinking about what's the state of my friendships in my life. Yeah, so for me, I'm in that season of like being intentional and also trying to figure out like how to let go of some past things that happened to make sure that it doesn't affect the present friendships I have and the future friendships I'm going to have. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was good. No, I genuinely mean it because I think usually
Because all the other time you don't genuinely mean it. Anyway.
Hey, can you don't sound so hurt and guarded and distrustful of whatever I
See,
say?
I become vulnerable and then it's used against me. Once again. And if at any
that's
point
why
of
he's so close up to